Do you sometimes wonder why your meditation practice isn't working? And how it actually could? Let's start with a blunt one. Why doesn't your meditation practice work? Why are you doing all the things? Body scans, breath work, chakra visualizations, trauma release, journaling, after your 7-minute app session and still feeling like you're stuck? Maybe you're spending forever body scanning, but you never get beneath the skin. Maybe you're manifesting like a TikTok witch and your bank account still looks like a punchline. Maybe you've been doing inner child work for years and still wake up anxious, tight, half dissociated. Maybe you're sitting there waiting for sparkles and light codes, for some big cosmic vision to arrive like you're a shaman from a past life. Only this time with a Spotify playlist and herbal tea. And maybe, just maybe, it's because you didn't actually learn meditation. You learned a component of it. You were given a slice and thought it was the whole fruit. You picked up a crystal, wiped off one smudge, and thought the entire gem would glow. Now listen, that slice, that smudge-free moment, that's not bad. It's beautiful. But let's be clear, it's not the path. It's not what the ancient traditions meant by meditation. In Eastern traditions such as Buddhism, Taoism, Hinduism, meditation is a whole system. It's not a 10-minute check-in. It's not a tool for stress. It's not mindfulness you sprinkle on your commute like turmeric on tofu. It's a way of life. It's devotion. It's discipline. It's emptiness and awe and facing everything you've ran from, while still remembering that your true nature is luminous, whole, and eternal. That sounds big, right? But here's the thing. The people who've lived these paths, the mountain yogis, the forest monks and nuns, the lineage holders, they didn't just sit down asking the universe for six-figure incomes and good parking spots. They remembered their past lives as cleaners, farmers, grief-stricken warriors. They weren't escaping suffering. They were moving through it with grace. So what happens in our dearly beloved West? Meditation often gets reduced to a performance or a product. It becomes a wellness routine, a to-do list item, a cute ritual with a candle. It's taught without lineage, without depth, without the bones that hold it. Here's what actually happens. You learn a technique, not a path. You learn how to calm down, not necessarily wake up. You seek quick results. And if the mind doesn't clear in 3 days, you blame yourself and move on to something else. It's not trauma aware. You're asked to sit still in silence when your body doesn't feel safe in stillness. It's disconnected from the sacred. You're never invited to bow, to merge, to remember. You mistake the beginning for the end. You feel a bit more peaceful and assume that's all there is. The result? Well, you get spiritual breadcrumbs instead of the whole loaf. What does happen when you're grounded within an Eastern framework is something profound. Meditation stops being something you do and becomes who you are. You're no longer sitting on a mat to escape your life. You're sitting to meet it, transform it, and awaken to a deeper intelligence. Because in these lineages, Buddhist, Taoist, Hindu, etc., meditation is a way to liberate the mind, not manage symptoms. A way to harmonize with nature, not control your emotions. A way to realize emptiness, not escape reality. A way to dissolve karma, not reinforce ego. And here's the good news. You don't have to move to a cave or shave your head. But it does help to learn from someone who's lived the path. Someone rooted in living, breathing lineage that hasn't just read about awakening, but actually experienced it. You wouldn't learn surgery from someone who just watched videos online. Why do we treat spiritual practices differently? And here's the encouragement. Because this isn't about shaming anyone. If you thought you learned meditation in a yoga class, good. That was a seed. If you used an app and it helped you survive a panic attack, that's not shallow, that's sacred. If you've cleaned even a corner of your mind with breath, mantra, or movement, you've already started polishing the crystal. Well done. And every little layer of dust you wipe off, that's more clarity, that's more light. And now maybe you're ready for something more complete. Not just a stress release, not just a healing tool, not just an identity, but the whole spiral. Shamatha, to steady the mind. Vipassana, to see through illusion. Shunyata, to feel the spaciousness underneath it all. Guru Yoga, to remember who you are through lineage and love. Deity Yoga, to embody the light and become the medicine. This is the practice. Not for escape, for transformation. Not to become someone else, but to return to who you really are.